It's currently 9:35, and I'm running super late. I'm supposed to be there at 10, and it's about 30 minutes away. So I hope I make it on time. And after that, or between doctor's appointments, I'm probably gonna go get something to eat, and then head back to my other doctor's appointment, and then probably head home. There's so much traffic today, and it's like a Monday morning on the freeway, and it's 9:30 a.m. Like, there should not be any traffic, or at least I don't think there should be any traffic, because I don't travel this way at this time usually. So for those of you guys that don't know, I've actually been off of work for 2 weeks, and which is why I'm going to the doctor twice today. I'm supposed to get a doctor's note to go back to work today, so I'm going back to work next Monday, and I really miss it. I surprisingly, like, I'm never off of work, and the moment that I am, I'm like missing it, because it's so different when you don't, like, not that I don't work, I do work all the time, but I'm saying, like, it's so different not working for 2 weeks when you're so used to going to work every morning. Like, my sleep schedule is all messed up, my diet is all messed up, which is a good thing because I eat less now that I'm at home. But I know when I go back to work, I'm gonna keep eating like everything that I was eating before. So that's new. But I kind of can't wait to go back to work, because being home is so different. I don't think I've ever been home for 2 weeks since I started working there. That's been like 3 years already. Even at my old job, like, I didn't ever ask for time off like that. Other cars are looking at me. This is so awkward. There's a car next to me, and I know they were like, what the fuck, she's filming. Story time. For those of you guys that don't know why I quit my last job, I'm about to tell you now. So when I first started working there, I had been working at another company. I worked for a hospital, and I loved it there. It was probably, I still love it to this day. It was one of the best jobs I've ever had. And it was just so different, like the atmosphere, everybody liked each other. It was different, and I was 18 at the time when I got this job. So I worked there from fresh out of high school, so I was about 20 years old, 20 or 21 years old. And then I just needed some kind of change. I just wasn't feeling it. Some stuff started happening with one of my coworkers, and we actually apologized to each other, and we moved on, and we moved past it. But things got kind of crazy, so I wasn't comfortable where I was at anymore, and I wanted to grow. I didn't want to stay in the same place, obviously. So I was looking for another job. I ended up finding another job, and when I found this other job, I went in, I did my interview, and they told me that I would be hired to work in the clinic that was in the town that I live. So when I worked at the hospital, that was also in the town where I live, so this was the same thing. It was literally across the street from the place where I used to work. So I was like, perfect, that's great. It'll be like the same drive. It'll be the same exact thing every morning. I will literally just be parking on the opposite side of the street. So when I took the job, I was expecting that. So fast forward to when I started working, I had had 1 week of training all the way in another town, so it was about 45 minutes away from where I live. So that was fine. We went to the training and everything, and the Friday of our last day of training, so the last day of training, they send us back to our clinic. And when I'm going back to my clinic, she's actually like, you're going to be stationed at this other clinic, which is 15 minutes away from where I live, which was fine. I was fine with it. I said, okay, I'll show up, I'll be there. I came to the clinic, I started working, everything was great, everything was fine. The first year was great, everything was great, but as an adult now and knowing more than I knew at the time, okay, so that was flag number one I should have paid attention to. Now that I'm an adult, I think about it this way: if there's any red flags that stand out to you, you should address them when it happens, not years later. So I started working. The first, it was fine at first, but there was a lot of red flags that I ignored, because when you get hired, you don't want to be that girl, or you don't want to be that person that's like, oh no, like you said this, or give a bad name for yourself, basically. So I took the job, it was fine. My supervisor ends up being so mean. So she starts getting phone calls from other supervisors in the area, and they're telling her that me and the other girl that I work with are doing stupid things like leaving work early, not showing up, or not being there on time. So I guess one of the supervisors calls her one day and says, so and so and Addie didn't show up to work this morning. And so she calls us to the desk where we sat, and we answer, and we're both there. And she's, telling us all these claims that this person is making about us. And I'm sitting there like, well, obviously we're here, so what's the issue? And I don't think she understood that at the time. I think she was more just like upset that that person would have said those things, but it was so bad. So then, it was so bad working there. You couldn't call in. If you called in, you would get this thing called a point. And once you got 1 point, you only had another like 2.5 points before you got talked to. And once you got talked to, you'd get written up. So you couldn't get more than 1 point. So imagine your daughter being sick, or you being sick, and you can't call in because you're scared you'll get a point. It was terrible. It was terrible working there. I'm trying to think of what else she would do to us. It was just so bad. I remember that I didn't even have a desk. So the location where I was initially supposed to work was 15 minutes away from this location. I started working there, and the girl went on maternity leave. She ended up coming back, and when she came back, I had nowhere to sit. I had to share a desk with her. So she would get up and I had to help people, and then I would get up and she had to help people. And it was this pattern of like going back and forth all day, every day for 2 years. So that was flag number 2. And when I addressed it to my supervisor, she said, oh, well, there's no room for another desk. So I said, fine, whatever. It's not my clinic. I can't move things around. somebody else made a claim about something I did. At this point, I was so fed up because there were so many claims that couldn't be proven. There was no evidence. There was no proof. I was obviously saying it wasn't true. And as your employee, you should be able to believe me and trust me. And obviously you don't. So it got really annoying really quick. I get an email saying, you know, so-and-so said this. And the email was actually below. So I read it. And I was so upset because that was not true. And the fact that she was accusing me instead of asking me was really hurtful. And like I said, I had been through so many problems with her already that it was just so bad. The tension was bad. Everybody felt it. Everybody that worked there knew like how bad it was and how bad of a supervisor she was. So it was just intense. That day I go home for lunch. I talk to my mom and I say, you know what, Mom, like I can't do this anymore. I don't know what to do, but I know if I quit, like I only have so much time to find another job before I run out of money. She's like, you know what, do what you want. Like I'm not gonna stop you from quitting. I'm gonna be supportive, of course. I already knew my dad was supportive of it because we had talked about it before. So that day I went back, I submitted my letter of resignation, and I said this will be my last day. I can't do this anymore. And I wasn't mean about it. I was really nice. I submitted a real letter of resignation. I said, you know, thank you for everything this company has done for me. I appreciate everything. I can't wait to see you grow, blah, 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 all that bullshit. And I thanked her for being a good supervisor, even though I knew deep in my core that she was a horrible person and a horrible supervisor. But I said it anyway because sometimes you just have to be the bigger person and just go with it. So I did. And she wrote back, thanks. I will never forget how horrible I felt that day. And I literally didn't even want to finish my full day working there. I wanted to leave immediately. But I said, you know what, if I leave now, I'm not going to get my full 8 hours. I need that, so I'm going to stay. So I ended up staying that day. I finished my day and I never went back. And that was the best decision I ever made. Because after that, yes, I was unemployed. It was hard. It was so hard finding another job. But when I did, it was the best choice I ever made. I just felt so like that company was so bad. Like they're so bad. Their main focus is how much money they make, how much money they're going to make, how many people they have in their clinics. Like they don't care about anything but that. So it's really annoying when you work for somebody and they don't care about your well-being. They don't care about you feeling comfortable. And mind you, I was like always there. I was constantly doing them favors. I was doing everything for this company, only to like be treated like shit and be made to feel like less of a person. So if you're at a company that doesn't appreciate you, doesn't make you feel happy and makes you doubt yourself and makes you feel stupid, find another job. You don't need to be there. So yeah, guys, that was my story time for today. I will catch up with you guys later. Bye. Hopefully I don't have broccoli in my teeth. If you guys watched yesterday's video, you would know that Audrina won the challenge. So I'm on my way to Target now to get her huge tub or bottle of slime. I just had lunch, and then after I'll be heading to my next doctor's appointment. But first, I have to get my child her tub of slime. So stay tuned for the next video, you guys. I think we're gonna be doing another challenge. I'm not sure which one yet, but my kid is pretty good at winning things, so we'll see if she wins or I win. People are probably watching me talk to myself right now, so hopefully I can take you guys into Target, so you guys can follow me around while I get that, and then I'll probably just kind of window shop around because I don't want to spend money today. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. So she said a huge tub of slime. Let's see, a huge tub of slime. Hey guys, so we got the slime. I got 2 more things that I don't need, but you know me, I'm always spending money on things that I don't need. So hot outside. It is 97 degrees. Surprisingly, it's lower than the past few days, but I got her huge tub of slime. It's not that big, it's like the size of my hand, but the color's cute. I think she'll like it. There's some people in front of me and they're just staring. Okay, so I think she'll enjoy this. It's super cute, pretty big, size of my hand. And then I got 2 tops. You can barely see them, but it's from the brand Who What Wear from Target. And the sleeves are super cute. It's like knit fabric. So there's a car next to me and they're just staring at me. I just thought this was the cutest top ever for work. So I'll probably show you guys a better view of it later, or I'll insert a picture somewhere here. And then I got this. I'm into snake print right now. Obviously everybody's into snake print right now, but this snake print top is super cute and it's like really like soft and comfy feeling. So that's cute. Right now I am supposed to be, I have my doctor's appointment at 1:45. It's 12:20, so I'll probably head over there and just kind of park and chill for a little while because I have nowhere else to go. I spent way too much money on stuff that I don't need, and then I'll probably have to pump gas, so we'll probably do that in a little while. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a little while. I filmed this entire video and realized, because I'm so unprofessional, that I didn't film an outro. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on our next video.